to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square up. It's the Green Bay Packers and our home team. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation?
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. And when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. That'll give him 4 yards. While we have a moment, while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a 3rd down and 4. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down. That's good. For the Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Green Bay first down. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Packers. From the gun, it's Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jayden Reed was the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's gotten enough. They convert on 3rd down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. And the Packers first down. They go play action with Love. That is caught the 3. And he'll take it on in. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
Raiders, nothing. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Austin now to return this. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. Quick throw. Here's Pesh on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Third down and 9. Back to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Raider first down. First down. First and 10 at the 48. They'll run, and this is Dylan Lalby. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and it's caught by back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. First and 10 at the 32-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be knocked away. Incomplete. And with that, time has expired here in the opening quarter. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So after one, 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They've got it with a second down and 10. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
It is third and long. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Right side, it's Franklin. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. This a 44-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Raiders are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And the Packers, first down. First and 10. They'll come up here, first and 10. In motion goes Dobbs. Off the play fake. Here's Love. One of his teammates there to take it back in. From the 41. Here's second and a couple. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He's going to go deep, looking for Reed.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable, incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Brings up second and 5. They'll come up here on second down and 5. He'll drop to throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First down. First and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. Back to the air one more time. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Throwing now from the gun. The ball comes out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. It's fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. 16-yard line. Love to throw it on first down. Catch is made. That is Williams. Second down, they need 3. In motion goes Dobbs. Brings up second and 3. Throwing on second down, Love. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
First down, Green Bay. First and 10. Here's Love to throw. That's to Dobbs again. Packers going to use their final timeout now. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Packers first down.
On first down, it's Love. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. And it starts with a good one in the AFC West. All right, Mike, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players. But for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. And this is the Broncos wideout. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. 56 yards, touchdown. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital. Looking in on the Commanders, they're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the man, Saquon Barkley. He covers a lot of ground here. 23 yards, touchdown. The Eagles keep their playoff hopes alive. They move back to 500 at 7-7 with the win. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Buffalo Bills. And this is Josh Allen hooking up with his tight end, Dalton Kincaid. 16 yards on the touchdown pass. The Bills run their winning streak to double digits as they get their 10th straight victory. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is the score as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
That's good for an Oakland first down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Open man. That's Dante Fulton. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Second and inches.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down. He was looking for Jack Best that time, and it'll bring up second down. The bumps and bruises, they start to accumulate this time of year. And you can always see that in the key inactives for this game. He takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And that'll be a pickup of 3. A little closer. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll go with him again. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. His second rushing touchdown of the year. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I could promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is Turner. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Loves to throw on 1st and 10. Walking free downfield. It is Williams.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good.
A good play action with Love. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
17-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Packers, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
On the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Packers are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Trailed by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now faking the give. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That is caught wide on the RPO. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss on his way to a nice pickup of 7.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
He's got his man. That's best. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. They look middle, and it's caught by Beck. And the Raiders are looking at a 1st and goal. It takes it all the way down to the 2.
Oakland, first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Oakland. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. He's going to go deep. Looking for Reed. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. You got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
The Packers' 26-yard line.
He'll drop the throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Talk things over before third down. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle. He's got his man complete. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.